What's up? How you doing, Mr. Poseidon? That's right, you're on the live. How you doing, everybody? Mr. Poseidon here, fishing champs, my family, my friends. I love you guys all. You're absolutely the best. Sunday nights, 7 o'clock. You're always here supporting me. I can't say anything else. Just make donations. Make donations. Okay, let me see here what's going on. I don't know why I am not getting volume. Is it my mic here? How about that? Let's try this. I think it's better. Yes, it is. All right. So what's up, everybody? We're here tonight. We're going to have a great show tonight. Super stoked for tonight's show. Before we start, I always want to say my hellos. James Flynn, Beretta, Dom Feller. Yeah. Thanks, honey. Gotta wear the sunglasses, and you know how bright these lights are? Can't see what I'm reading now, but I can definitely see it. Antagonizer Lost Tony, how you doing, buddy? Chris Ploth, I was out fishing with today. We had a great time together. We didn't catch anything. It was cold last night. What is it, honey? Which one? Is this better? How's that? Is this better? Is this better? This one? Okay, so is that better? That's like at the lowest volume. Okay. So Chris Ploth, I was out fishing with today. Last night it was really cold. Probably got those temperatures in the water a degree colder. Now remember, striped bass are very sensitive to temperature, and they can feel a half a degree of change. So what happens is these fish are going upriver. Friday we got our first females. There were a few guys that scored some nice fish. I know my buddy Milton, he got a 42-inch, 32-pound striped bass. Another gentleman there, 22 pounds, 38 inches. I myself got a 34-inch, 15-pound. Boys and girls, I'm always happy. I don't care what size fish. I was talking about this with Raul Ortiz, who's going to be the guest tonight. That's the urban angler. We'll have him on in a little while. But these fish swimming upriver, if they feel that change in temperature, they're not going to swim off on the sides, especially if the water temperatures are 48, 49 degrees. You know, you're looking at temperatures 50, 51, and you'll get some nice hits on these on the bait that we put out, which is bloodworms predominantly. You can use shrimp, you can use bunker, you can use squid, but predominantly right now it's bloodworms. The bloodworms are killing them, and not literally, just catching the fish. So basically these fish will not swim out to the mud lines where we're at fishing for them. And we didn't get any fish today. So we got a few bites. One guy got a 33-inch, one guy got a 27. But the season is well on its way here in the Hudson River. Like I said, we just started seeing females last week. Before that, it was a lot of males. Males are usually first to show up. They're setting up. So super stoked. Might make some trips upriver this year. We'll see what comes in the next few weeks, because it only is really a few-week run. And then we wait for them back down, which is rarely. They still come off, and you could still get them. But when the fish are leaving, they're just looking to dart out of there. Head on to the island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, all the way up to Maine, even Nova Scotia. And I got news for you guys. So in Nova Scotia, Van Staller's been making sales up there. Why? Because they're catching them off the surf, something that really has not been done. So Nova Scotia's opening up a new sector up there, surf fishing. So to all the Nova Scotia fishermen out there who aren't listening to my show right now, sorry, honey. So to all the Nova Scotia fishermen who aren't listening to my show right now, congratulations. Welcome to the surf fishing world. We're glad to have you aboard. Join us on the East Coast. Join me on the Montauk Striper Challenge. This year is my 5th annual. There's something like 10 bonus boxes, actually 9 bonus boxes left. So I would suggest anybody who hasn't joined, the boxes are going to be worth some money this year. Get your hands on one of them and become a part of this great challenge that happens every year. We have a longest cast. We have a most accurate cast. Even for the women, we have a treasure hunt. We like to give them $500 gift certificates each because we pair them off, and the gift certificates are to Sephora. So for the women that really don't enjoy going fishing with their husbands, you're going to have a great time winning that gift certificate. And in every store that you stop in, as you hunt for the clues, everybody gets trinkets in all the stores. Just lots and lots of fun. We also do the awards night, which will be held at Shagwan again this year. I'm going to try and rent out the whole place this year. Again, it costs more money. I did raise the prices this year. I don't think I'll ever raise them again, but I had to because we've invested in this thing over $50,000. Now I'm not looking to make my money back. What I'm looking to do is break even so I can consistently do this for you guys every year. Shagwan, you're going to have a drink and an appetizer, just like last year, off the regular menu, no special menu. Just good times and good fun. And another $10,000 to $15,000 in prizes given away. The tickets that you're going to be entering with have a serrated edge. Everybody gets one raffle. That's it, just one. My wife will come around with a bucket. You drop it in the bucket, and we do the drawings that night. Danny Morales, thank you so much for that donation. Please hit the like button, guys. That's what really helps me. The like button is very, very important. Also, who else is that, hun? John P. What's up, buddy? Thank you so much. Thank you for being you. You got it, Bunny. I appreciate you, too. You're a good man. Thank you for the donations or for the super chats. Guys, we can use that help. I don't care if you make $1, $2, $5. Those help us. And it's not like I go dig in there and we go to Hawaii the next week. No. I save that money and I use that for the challenges because I need all the money that I can get. Remember, Montauk, I'm offering over $60,000 in cash and prizes this year. That's right. That's what we're up to. I do it all for you guys, and you guys got to have the best time. And also to let you know, the New Jersey Striper Challenge, it's my first one I'm having this year. It'll be held at Island Beach State Park. Boundaries will be between Barnegat Lighthouse on the Island Beach State side. There'll be no fishing the jetties. I don't want anybody getting hurt, dangerous around those time of year. And all the way up to Manasquan Inlet, which again will be on the Point Pleasant side. So there's a 24-mile beach stretch this year. I can't wait for that one. Super stoked. Again, longest, most accurate cast. We're going to have a party at Hook's Bar and Grill. It's a huge place, got a stage and everything. I can't wait for that one. Being the first year this year, we have $25,000 in cash and prizes. The big one being first prize, $5,000 with a jacket worth $3,000, and that jacket is absolutely outstanding, something that you're going to have the rest of your life and always remember it.
Priceless.
That's right, buddy. All right, so guys, today we're going to do a giveaway. I got some lures up here. Let me show you that really quick. So here's the lures we're going to have. We got one by Swag. We got a bottleneck here, beautiful yellow, brown, all the way up to the top red. We got Fight Lures Dave. Dave is back in action. He's going to be making his lures this year. He'll be around again. He took a little bit of a break, issues with, I guess, health and all that kind of stuff, but he's ready and raring to go back on. We got Big D's, all custom wood lures. We got a nice spoof here for you guys, and I call it spoof, not spook. That goes back to Joe Bezavanka and Gian. You can ask them the story on that. And I got a Yellow Star pencil popper, really cool stuff. So out of these, we'll do 2 giveaways on this. You guys can choose which ones you want. Honey, you want to put them up for them? A, B, C, or D. And here are the lures, and you can name them, and the top 2 lures will be given away. Here you go, honey. Grab the sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. It's nice and warm in here. Not the way we like it, but it is what it is. Cheers, everybody. Glad to be here tonight. We got a great guest on tonight. Like I said, we got Raul Ortiz on tonight. That's the urban angler. If you haven't been following him, please start following him. A magnificent fisherman, excellent fisherman, very knowledgeable fisherman, always on the hunt, creeping while you're sleeping, right?
Yes, sir.
There it is, creeping while you're sleeping, Raul Ortiz, the urban angler. So anything else we want to say, honey, before we start? All right, so I guess we're ready to start. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice warm welcome for Mr. Raul Ortiz, the urban angler.
What's up, guys?
There you go. Give him a little applause there. Is it? Let me see. Put it up to you, all the way up. Go ahead.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Put it right under there. Go ahead.
Testing.
How about now?
Testing.
Yep, he's on, right, honey? Hold on.
No, that's the problem.
It's number 3, right? Speak into it, Mo.
Testing.
Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead, try it again.
Testing.
I don't hear him, right?
Yeah, I hear him.
You do?
Yeah.
How come I don't hear him?
What's wrong with your mic?
My mic?
Your headpiece.
Let's see. Hello. Try it again.
Testing.
Oh, yeah, he's on. There you go. Bring it up even closer, man. Right under you. Right under. Go ahead. All the way up. All the way. Keep going. And then talk right into it.
Okay, there.
Ah, my man. How you doing, buddy? How are you?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah,
We had a
thanks
little
for having
pizza.
me.
Yeah, we had a little pizza before, some chicken wings.
Yeah.
Get the night nice started off nice. You can be nice and comfortable. We also had a shot of water, let's call it that, to start us off real good. But how you doing, buddy? Everything good with the family?
Everything good. Everything is good.
I know tonight you were telling me you drove your son and your wife up to his hockey game.
Yeah, they had hockey out this evening. Late start.
Yeah, late start, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I had you on my show once before, but it really it wasn't all about you. It was we had it on for Vinny, which was the Wombat. We had his giveaway, and we did it over here. We had
Christmas giveaway.
Yeah, we had about 10 people on the show that day. But I got to have you on. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time, no doubt. We had a lot of food downstairs, man.
Too much.
Yeah, we had too much food. So basically, I've been following you for many years now. All I ever heard was knowledgeable, great guy, super fisherman, fishes really hard. And we were talking, as age creeps up on us, we start to tend to slow down. But you, Raul, is a little different for me. I don't see you slowing down. Please, Raul, tell us a little bit about your fishing. How did this all get started with you?
I fished with my dad growing up, and family members and some friends growing up. In Puerto Rico, a lot of it in Puerto Rico. They used to do a lot of free diving, grabbing and spearfishing, stuff like that. But we would fish with a Budweiser can, and so easy to catch anything out there.
Wow.
But besides that, here in New York, like Orchard Beach, around City Island and stuff like that, we would catch bluefish and stripers just from the shoreline.
Very nice.
Eventually, I pretty much branched over to freshwater fishing and did a lot of that upstate New York and Westchester. Afterwards is when my friend wound up taking me striper fishing, and he took me out, and I was like, oh, I like this a lot, and it seems pretty difficult to catch these fish and not as easy as freshwater. So I decided to switch over to striped bass fishing maybe 25 years ago. Started around in the Bronx area. I was from the Bronx, so I fished the Bronx and learned a lot of areas in the Bronx. And from there, went from like full day outings to half day outings to now it's just 2 to 4 hour outings. I pretty much, just figured out the way of catching these fish in a short period of time.
But I want to say also that when you say 2 to 4 hour outings, guys, I want you to understand that when Raul goes fishing, he goes fishing. What do I mean by that is that he'll get up, he'll go 2 hours fishing, then he'll go to work, do his thing. He'll come back. He's back on the fishing game. Come back, do a couple hours, back on the fishing game. So you fish actually a lot of time periods, I would say more, correct?
Yeah, certain time periods.
Yeah.
It could be throughout like the day, or like I told you, sometimes I get to fish on the weekend. So like this weekend, I went out numerous times at different times, thinking maybe I'll get successful to catch something really nice for the show. But just like I said, guys, there's a lot of fish around right now. I mean, not a lot of fish around right now. And if you do get into them, it's not going to be many. And it's going to take you some time to land them or find them. It's not like previous years at all. That's for sure.
That is for sure. I know that we all fish hard for the fish. Continue, Mr. Ortiz.
Yeah. So, fishing's pretty slow right now, but it is picking up for the bait guys, for the lure guys as well. We were fishing the other day in a certain area, and there were guys bait fishing and throwing lures and fish were getting caught either way. So
Nice.
it's just not big numbers, you know. Maybe the 4 hours I was there, maybe seeing 5 fish. You know, if maybe one person was there by themselves, it would have been a good day, you know. But there was probably like maybe 10 of us there lined up, and maybe 2 guys catching, and that was about it. But yeah, so, you know, I learned the Bronx. I eventually met my wife and moved to Queens, got married, had kids, had a family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she's the one who pretty much told me to focus on fishing one area and, you know, getting that area down packed so that I didn't have to travel far, spend the whole day out or half a day out.
Sure.
So, you know, just like, so it was kind of like starting all over because I didn't know Queens. I didn't know Long Island. I
Right.
didn't know many places. So I started off in one area, which is right by my house, you know. There's a lot of guys that fish there. They bait fish there. There's, you know, like multicultural
Sure.
people there, you know, a lot of different backgrounds. But a lot of these people like to keep the fish, which is the part that sucks, and they don't know the rules. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, I caught a lot of my big fish there, but most of it was on bait. Now, you know, a little bit south from there, a little bit north from there, everything I catch now is by lures. I figure, you know, instead of sitting down waiting for a bite, now it's much easier to just toss a lure out there and, you know, just catch multiple fish in a short period of time instead of sitting waiting, you know,
Yeah.
maybe all day, you know, hoping, dying to get a bite or maybe getting wasted there, you know. Now I don't even get wasted. I don't drink when I'm fishing.
Yeah.
I just go out there and focus on trying to catch a fish. And, you know, the way I see it is that, you know, not every time I go, I catch, guys. You know, you don't see the losses or the skunks and stuff like that. So
That's right.
you know, you may see I catch a lot of fish, but it took a bunch of outings to catch that fish. You know, not just go and first cast I got him. You know, it's definitely not like that. It took well, like I told you, 25 years ago till now, to be able to just, you know, make my outings be only 2 to 4 hours. And the only reason I made it 2 to 4 hours is because I have a family, I have kids, you know, we have activities, we have family things and gatherings and stuff like that. So, you know, and the main thing is I have a good wife that lets me do what I love to do.
Yes.
You know, I think without her letting me do it, then I wouldn't figure out what I've known now. You know, and I'm still learning things as I go.
Talking.
You know, and as I do get older, you know, I do realize that a lot of the guys I fish with, you know, they're a lot younger than me. I'm gonna be 50, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys are 28, 30, 32. You know, when I'm standing on the jetty, I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? You know, you shouldn't be doing this no more. You know, and yeah, like you do say, you know, as you get older, you know, but I already feel that as I get older, you know, you actually just do things more carefully and strategically. So it's actually, you're thinking smarter, but you're thinking about your safety as well. That's more important than anything, I think, because, you know, you hear about these guys that get, you know, they fall into the water or they're falling in between the jetty rocks.
Yeah.
You know, if nobody's there, how are you going to get out of there?
Oh,
you
no,
know,
please.
God, you know, but there's so many different things that could happen when you're out there. And, you know, for me, I'm extra careful. And I do fish a lot by myself. It's, you know, it's not easy fishing by yourself. You know, your brain is talking to you. You're talking back to your brain.
Yeah.
You know, your brain is sometimes telling you, listen, there's nothing here. Go home, pack it up. And you're like, I know I'm here at the right time.
You're right, because I get out in those situations, and you said that right now. Your brain talks to you. My brain's sitting there going, you freaking idiot. You can't fish. You suck. You can't catch a fish. But like you said earlier, man, you know, you fish a lot. I know I see your post, and people think, oh, man, Raul, he catches a fish every time he goes out. But the facts are that nobody catches a fish every time they go out. It takes a lot of work. This week for me, I caught 3 nice fish, 15, 12, and a 10-pound, which I consider nice-sized fish. They're more in the slot range area. Yeah. But I loved it, but it took me 5 days. 3 of the days, I fished 12-hour days, and 2 of the days, I fished 7 and 8 hours. I put in a lot of time. And in between that, I got a lot of schoolies. It's the name of the game. You keep going, you keep pushing on your grind, and you too might end up like Raul Ortiz.
Well, eventually they'll be successful, you know.
That's right.
It's all about the grind, you know, like some of you guys say, you know, put in that time, you will get rewarded. It's not just, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know. I know a group of guys that are probably, you know, just as crazy as me and want to be out there, and they do what they have to do to get and find these fish, you know, and I congratulate them, you know. It's not easy, and you can't be upset, you know, when you go and then somebody else goes and they catch and you didn't catch, you know. That's not how the fish gods are going to bless you, you know. You have to be happy for the next person as well, I think.
Yeah, we were talking about that, like you said. Yeah.
You know, you can't be hating, you know. If you're hating, man, it's not going to go nowhere for you, I think, in the fishing game. In the fishing game, you have to make a lot of connections with people, too. You know, it's not... I think making connections with other people is a good thing, you know. Sometimes somebody might ask you for help, and for maybe no apparent reason, thank you for that help, which is good. Yeah, thank you. But now they might talk to you like, hey, man, you know, there's some good fishing happening over here. You may want to come over here, you know. And I get a lot of that, you know. And it's because I give to those who actually called out for help. And in return, they tell me, listen, there's a hot bite happening here. You might want to show up. They're not going to tell me where. They're going to give me a general area, maybe. That general area, I could pretty much break it down and figure it out on my own from there. You know, they don't have to tell me, hey, go here. Yep. You know, but if they say, hey, you might want to try this place out, I already know the area, and I'll just go to where I know I want to go there in that area, not exactly where they say. But, you know.
I want to mention also when you said you call out people's names, you ask them for help, especially in my business right now. Sometimes you're fishing alone and you catch a nice sized fish and it's down by the rocks. You're not going to bring it in. You have to have somebody there with a net to help you net it. And I want to put out a big thank you to John Francisconi, that's King of the Hudson. The man is 83 years old. No matter what, you don't even have to call his name. If he's next to you, he's there with the net and he's climbing down the rocks. I always tell him, John, no, stop. But he always goes and he's always giving a helping hand. I want to say thank you to you so much, John. What you do for the fishing community, you're a good man. You work very hard at it. And I hope to God that I'm still going at your age so I can put in the same amount of hours that you do. And I know you have a wonderful wife also that works with you. And I also wanted to say, you reminded me, Raul, let's say hello to my wife tonight. Hi, honey. I didn't say hello to you. Yeah, what's up? Looking good, sweetheart, as usual. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Just don't forget about that ABCD thing that I asked you to do just now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Wait a second. Turn it on. Is there a button that says on or off?
Okay. Is that better?
There you go. Much better. Go ahead. Say hello.
Yes.
Say thank you.
I want to say thank you, Luke Fishing, New Jersey. Thank you so much for your super sticker. And Tom Hood for your super sticker. And Jonathan McGrath. Thank you so much.
Jonathan McGrath was at the Striper, my Montauk Striper Challenge a few years back. He was so happy that night when he won his Van Stol. I'm always happy for anybody who wins anything with me. It's all about you guys. It's not about Mr. Poseidon. If I catch a 12-inch fish, I'm good to go. If you catch a 25-pound fish, don't show me. Don't say anything. Just walk away from me. I'm kidding. Congratulations on that, guys, to everybody. I know you guys all work hard. That's why you're here. Sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't.
And also, Ronnie M., thank you. Welcome to the Spoof Crew. And Elsa Velas.
Thank you so much, Elsa. Thank you, Ronnie M. Yeah, guys, join the Spoof Crew. We're going to have to come up with something a little better so we can have you guys join for a lot more money. But I'm going to do something nice. We're going to come out with some gear this year for the Montauk Striper Challenge. I want to say thank you again to a few people who I didn't get to before. Danny D. Morales, you've been a prize since the day you have been a subscriber to my channel. You're really a freaking great guy, great family guy, and you support me all the time. Thank you for your donation earlier. Wormway, also same thing to you. Thank you so much. Luke Fishing, New Jersey.
Oh, Wormway.
Yeah, Wormway's he's a really nice guy, that guy.
He's a good guy.
He was on the phone with me when I got my first striper this year. I was so glad I was on with him. Also, Rick Talifero. I just love fishing. I hear you, buddy. You are the man. Thank you so much. Henry Lacrosse. Henry Lacrosse makes flags for your lures. If you ever need him, get a hold of him. He makes some good stuff. Big sis, I need to listen to you at 64. Trying to hang in with the young guns is hard. Definitely. Yes, sir. We got Joe Albanese out there, my president of the Hudson River Association. We're in a contest right now. If you do mention my name, you get to join the contest. It's $40. It's worth it, guys. It's going to be a nice prize. They haven't figured out the prize yet, but more people are joining every day. I know Chris Ploth has joined. I know Rick Hernandez has joined. You get a number. You take a picture of the fish. You send it into the email that they send you, and you're in the competition. You don't have to pay the initial fee of $30 to join to become a member. If you mention my name. If you don't, it's going to cost you $70. So if you do, it's $40. It's a great deal, and you get the fish. Joe, if you can put up the winners, the rivers that are associated with this. I know it's like the East River, the Hudson River, Passaic River. If you want to just mention them up there, Joe, that'd be great. Says HRAF Derby update. Rick Talifero is in first place with 27-inch bass, 3 tagged bass. I sent it. I sent out the fish today. It's 34 inches if they haven't gotten it yet, or maybe it's not included in there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Mr. P, send your fish in. Alex Benjamin. I did. I sent it out twice today, but check it. I sent it. I checked the email address. It's all the same. I don't know why you're not getting it.
Oh, man. You have the worst luck with the turkey.
I know. Adrian Ayala. How you doing, buddy, Adrian? The Wombat. Mr. P, is there a cap to Montauk Jersey tournament? Are you going to cut it off after so many entries? No, Wombat, I am not. I think there are only 10. I think there's actually 9 bonus boxes left. You want to get in on that, buddy, because the boxes are going to be worth it. Just to join, it's $250 for those boxes. That is well worth it. If you can't, there is not going to be a cutoff. I was going to cut it off. I spoke to Bill Wetzel. He told me about some tournaments they used to have back in the day. There were 500 people that joined. I was like, what? I never expected it. But, yeah, good question, and I'm not going to cut it off, buddy. So don't worry about it. If I do, I'll make sure I give you a personal phone call and tell you exactly what's up. Anders Correa, thank you so much. I know, man, it's cold, brother. It's still cold. German Clauter. Am I saying that right, honey?
I think so.
Yeah. Tom Hood, thank you also for that donation. Very nice of you. Who else do we got? Alex Spindelman. Yes, sir. Mr. P, send in your fishing. I'm going to do it again. I didn't get it. Resend it. I will definitely do that. Derby boundaries are north of the Verrazano Bridge to the dam in Albany. Includes every tributary, East River, Hackensack River, Meadowlands, New York Harbor, etc., etc. How could you not want to join this? I mean, let's get real here. I mean, that is a great tournament to become a part of. So please, guys, join. $40. Make sure you mention my name, because you got to be a member. Next year, you're not going to get this break. Next year, it's going to cost you $70. So join. Awesome. Wherever you are, fish, take a picture of it with the ruler on it. You know, you got to be able to see the number on it, and you're going to get a number. And you put up that number right next to it, and you're in the tournament. Guys, how could you're going fishing, right? For $40 extra, you can be in a competition. How exciting is that? Thank you so much, Joe. Wonderful competition, and I am glad I'm a part of it. If you need more information how to get into the tournament and you're not sure, just you can message me, not during the show, but after the show, and I'll give you more detail. Ange G, what's up? Oski, buddy, are you ready? New Jersey's yours, Oski, if you want it. I need somebody to support my most accurate cast, and we're looking for a bucktail maker. Looks like you're going to be the man, so please get in touch with me if you want to be a part of that. I want you a part of that. I know you make some excellent product. A few of the guys have gotten your product and are very, very happy with it. Ronnie M, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the Spoof Crew. And also, Ronnie M won the Piedmont Challenge 2 years ago with back-to-back 41 and 42-inch fish. Basically, low 30s, 32, 33-pound. Congratulations on that, Ronnie. We're not doing it this year because it's too many people. I packed it up, and we can't. I can't do it. Last year I was policing everybody, and I don't want any accidents to happen. If I decide to start something up, which I'm not, we're going to push this tournament, the Derby, with my Hudson River Club. I want you guys to all be a part of that. That's a great tournament. We get like 200-300 guys joining. Those prizes are going to be huge. I can tell you right now. So don't forget, Carlos Pete, my pop says that take it easy fishing, them cold nights that will come and haunt you later in life. Yeah, buddy, trust me. I believe you and I hear you. All right. So thank you, everybody. Please make donations or please buy some super chats, $1, $2, I don't care. Cooper, how you doing, buddy? We need all the help we can get, and we're going to use all that money at the end of the year. It goes right back into you guys. Remember, Montauk, $60,000 in prizes, the cash and prizes, and the Jersey Striper Challenge, it's going to be $25,000. Great times. Let's go. Let's go. That's right, Alex. You are right. Alex, he's a great fisherman. Alex knows his stuff, very knowledgeable man. He's one of those guys that does catch the big fish, but he does not post. Good fisherman. Thank you, Alex, for that. I appreciate you. Let's get back to the main man here. Let's go back right to, that's right, the urban angler who we got tonight on. Super excited. Honey, you're going to put that out, A, B, C, or D?
I will.
Okay, hopefully one of these. The show's almost over.
No.
Come on. So how you doing, Mr. Urban Angler? I know we got you on the show. I'm very happy I got you here. Many people have told me, oh, yeah, well, he's going to be on. I'm going to watch it. I can't wait. Willie J, we know you're in, buddy. How you doing? So go ahead.
That Willie from, what's that, Maryland?
Massachusetts. Massachusetts, yeah. Willie won a prize a few years ago. He won a rod from GW Customs.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great, good stuff. Frankie Diaz, you can't post every catch. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Yeah, well, I don't let anybody know what the right hand does. But anyway, let's see who we got here. All right, honey, you want to take this? So we got a caller in tonight. This is for the Urban Angler. And let me put that on, honey, when you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Bluetooth on. Whenever you're ready, let me know, and we'll put him right through. Yeah, so we got your...
He's on.
Okay, so we got tonight. You want to give us the name, honey? Introduce him.
Go ahead. It's... Do I know his name? I know it's another Raul.
It's another Raul.
Gosh.
Raul.
Who's that? Raul Andres.
There you go. Raul Andres.
Oh,
Raul
buddy.
Andres, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, look how
Do I have
nice
to
and
put this
clear. Yeah, please put that on. Please, yeah. Hold on a second, Raul. He's putting on his headphones. He should have had them on already. Can you hear me, Raul?
Let's take the hat
I
off.
can hear you.
No, the other Raul. We got to make
How
sure.
we gonna do-
We're going to
Okay.
do the Urban Angler. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh,
So,
wow. Oof.
Raul Andres, thank you for calling in tonight. I know I've known you now for a few years. You're a wonderful cat. I know that you fished long time now with Raul. What do you need, honey?
Too loud, Raul says.
Oh, too loud. Is it better?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I know you've been fishing with Raul Ortiz for a couple of years now. I thank you for calling in tonight. We were expecting you to call in. So take it over. You speak to your buddy here, Raul. Tell us all about it.
I just want to give all the props to Raul because honestly, he brought me into the community. I had no idea what I was doing. I was literally just going out there and fucking throwing lures into the empty ocean. And I saw him, and it was one of the first accounts that I followed. And I would literally tell Raul every day, like, yo, I'm going out here, I'm going out there. And, like, I think for, like, a couple of weeks, he would just kind of humor and be like, okay, you're doing your thing. And I think he just saw that I was so hungry to try to catch a fish. There was just one night, I remember he told me, he was like, listen, if you're serious, come out, meet me here. We'll try to fish together. And that was the start. You know, I've caught a lot of big fish, and I got to say a lot of that comes from fishing with Raul.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I know you guys have been fishing together. You guys came to the Montauk Challenge together one year together, which was really good. But Talk about you just for a second before we get back to Raul. So I know you took a little bit of a break. You have met your love of your life, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and that is the, let me get this right, the Queen of Salt, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Queen of Salt.
The Queen of Salt. Awesome name. I know why you got together with her now. But I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. I know you guys got married this year.
We're getting married. We're getting married. We got engaged. We're getting married next year. Big party next year.
Got you, buddy. I'm sorry about that. But congratulations on your engagement. I'm very happy for you. And I see now everything's settled down a little bit, and you're back in the dive for fishing. You've been doing some fishing in Florida. Please tell me a little bit about that.
No, so I went to Mexico last week. I went to Holbox, which is a little island off of Mexico, and it's funny. I went there a year ago. I only caught one fish on bait, but I met a couple of fishermen on the shore, and they told me this is what you got to use. You know, you talk to guys on the beach. They tell you what to bring. They told me what to bring back. I came back this year with the right gear, and I got lucky, man. I was able to catch fish on lures. I was able to catch fish on plastics. I was able to catch fish on top water. It was a great trip. Next week, I'm going to Colombia to try to get some royal peacock bass from the Amazon. But at the end of the day, I just want to say, like, I owe a lot of my experience and the skills and the patience, really the patience, I owe to Raul, because me and Raul spent out many nights out in the dark, and he's not joking. Creep me while you're sleeping. Many sleepless nights out there in the water with the wind in our face. Yeah. At times where you probably shouldn't have been out in the water, but like he was like, yo, just stay true to it. And just learning from him, because I fish more hours. I spend more time on the water with Raul than anybody else.
So tell me something. I want to ask you a question. Yeah. What was the one thing that you liked fishing with Raul best? What was the best part about fishing with him?
I mean, we just have a lot in common. I mean, we're very similar in a lot of ways. Aside from our fishing line, we kind of get each other. We've had some crazy times in our younger years. We partied a lot earlier, and I think a lot of fishermen. I think fishermen are thrill seekers, man. We love adrenaline.
Absolutely.
We love the thrill, and me and Raul lived that life in our past, and we found fishing, and for a while we were fishing in the summer, catching huge.
Audio?
Hold on 1 second. Can everybody hear us here? Please tell us if you can hear us or not.
I see somebody saying they don't have
Ronnie, we hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Good. I shut off. Go ahead.
So I think a lot of fishermen, what we have in common is we're thrill seekers, man. We're a little addicted to adrenaline, and there was a summer where me and Raul were going out every, I can't say which night because I'm not going to give you the tides, but we were out there trying to catch. We were out there pulling in monster sharks on 12-foot rods, and those were some incredible nights. Yeah, and I think it's just like the thrill of it, and like also the way that Raul treats the fish. We're both catch and release. We don't keep anything. We always take care of the fish. We respect the animals, and we really try to take care of them. But yeah, just the way he taught me everything, I'm so appreciative of it. Changed my life.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
He knows. I've been through some shit, and Raul changed my life.
Tell me.
So
I want to hear from the other Raul. When you said you guys have, what do you have in common? Obviously, we all know. We're gonna call you from now on the Rauls from now on, But tell me about what you liked best about this young kid coming into the surf fishing world.
Well, he was definitely eager and, showed interest in wanting to be out. And anytime I did call him, he never said or say I'll be there and not wake up or give me a hard time when, say I'm coming and then he doesn't want to go or something. There was not one time that I believe that when I say I'm going fishing tomorrow, you coming? He would never say, no, I'm not coming. Or if he did say maybe, he'd still show up. But he was definitely wanted to learn. And I don't really do that with anybody. And he can tell you I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
I don't trust nobody. I feel like that anybody would do anything they want to get to know somebody, but in the fishing world, I feel like they just want to know where you want to fish. Or where you like getting your brain a little, pick your brain, pick your spots, learn the way you do things, and then they'll probably move on, and that's it for your friendship,
Yeah.
I lost some friendships fishing, and it kind of sucks when you have a friend, and then, they all of a sudden you have a little dispute about fishing.
Yeah.
And it breaks up the relationship after so many years, It really, really sucks when something like that happens. But and then you see that person, in your spots with other people, and that really, really sucks,
Yeah.
But people fish certain ways, their own way. I think from when I started fishing to now, I'm like on another level of fishing. Like back then, you call me a Googan, a newbie. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm still a Googan.
Even though I would still say I'm still learning some things.
Yeah.
And there's some things that I learned from other people still.
I have to interrupt you just for 1 second, because when you say I'm still learning, Raul, I give you a lot of credit, bro. I know you're barely still learning, because you know a lot of shit in this field. You're very knowledgeable. I know who you are when you fish, and I'm going to give you a lot of credit right now. That's what makes you to get to that next level, and I call you a great fisherman, because you are still learning, you say. You're not one of these guys that sits around and says, I know what I'm doing. I'm the best. Those kind of guys, I really, I let them say what they say, but I don't associate myself with them. You're a good man.
I think every fisherman has their own strategic way of fishing and own style.
Right.
You're not going to agree with every fisherman, and if you go to their seminars and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff that I think other fishermen say, and I think he's crazy. And you know what? If I tell him something, he's probably going to think I'm crazy. So, but we fish totally two different areas and places. So,
Very good.
Everybody's opinion is different, and you're going to get a different opinion. Now you can take that in a positive way and try to use it maybe in some type of way, or think about it somewhere down the line later. But it's never a bad thing when you hear different, you have different stories from different people on different approaches.
Israel Delgado says here, he says, Raul is a great fisherman, both the Rauls. That's right. We're going to call you guys like a band. Like
Double R.
The double R. The Rauls. Dun, 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 dun. Awesome stuff. Raul, back to you again. Raul, I know you now a few years. I know you're very close also to Lure Walker. You guys all hang together. You fish together. I like Lure Walker too. He's come up in the fishing world, made great strides. I consider him a good fisherman, definitely, without a doubt. I've been fishing with him. I actually broke my ankle when I was out with him one night, and he helped me back to my car. If he wasn't there that night, I'd still be in that forest calling for help. But, yeah, he was there, man. He was a good guy. That's why I tell people, you go fishing at night, either be super, super safe, do not take any chances, or you can take that little extra chance as long as you got a buddy with you that can call for help or help you out if you get into any kind of distress. So it's always good to fish with somebody at night. You come to the Montauk Striper Challenge, I tell everybody, you got to fish with somebody. And some people will come up to me and go, why do I got to fish with somebody? I can fish alone. And I always tell them the same thing. Who's going to take the picture of you with the fish? Oh, yeah, you're right. So, fish with people, not only for the picture, but just to keep you safe. I also want to mention that I haven't mentioned. All right, so I fished with somebody at Piedmont, Rick. He's a terrific fisherman, and I have a lot of respect for him. He gave me this. Rick, listen, man.
King of the Hudson?
Yes. No. This is Rick. Rick, yeah. I don't know his last name. Is that Teleferro?
Yes, Teleferro.
Yeah, Teleferro. He's on right now. And Rick, I got to be honest with you. When somebody comes up to me and gives me a picture here, and it says Mr. Poseidon on the bottom, and up here it says, let's go, let's go. I get so happy. I'm going to put this up in my studio. Thank you so much, Rick. You're a wonderful cat to fish with. You're a gentleman. And I want to say thank you to you the other day, because in the middle of bull crap, and you were like, excuse me, Mr. P, I think you're getting a bite. And that's when I pulled in the 34-inch 15-pound fish. You been putting those pictures up of Mr. Ortiz, honey?
Yeah. I'll put
So
it
go
up
ahead. I
now.
want to ask you some more questions. So anything else that you would like to say to Raul, fishing with him the last few years that you have been and being friends most of your life with you?
Well, he's definitely a good friend. Oh, is it him to me or me to him?
Both of you.
does it matter?
Let's let the big Raul go first, and then I'll ask him the same thing. So you go first, Mr. Urban Angler.
I guess when we met, just like I said, he was eager, anxious. He wanted to learn, and I liked that. And I liked the person that he was. It was pretty much a lot of quiet nights. But you don't really need to talk much. It's like we were friends maybe in the past or something like that. And when we met, it just like clicked, But
Yeah.
I was kind of just giving him little pointers here and there as we went on. And he was just willing and eager to go and
Like
be
a
by my
sponge.
side.
Like a sponge.
There's a few people that have said, hey, can I come out with you? I was all right, be there at this time. No ifs, no buts, no nothing. You don't come, then that's it. It's over, and it's happened to people. I'm sorry. My alarm clock.
Yeah.
Dude, that was your chance in a lifetime. I'm sorry. And
right.
there's a few people that I fish with. And like you said, Lil Walker, what we got? Brandon, we got Frankie Fish. You got Nick, Surfcaster the Island, Raul.
Yeah.
We got this other gentleman, John Monaco. There's a bunch of
John.
there's probably like 10 guys that I probably talked to, and even though Raul learned something from me, there's probably some things that I probably learned from him too.
Yeah.
Not just it may not have to be about fishing. Just something.
Right.
Could it be something personal, anything like that? Maybe I tell him something and he talked to me, but. Yeah, you're gonna learn something from anybody, but like the young guys coming up, why not show them something instead of holding it in and not letting it get out to the rest of the world? I don't. If my kids don't like to fish and I don't have fishing, nobody to show it to, then why not show it to somebody else that's just as eager as me and wants to learn? But if you don't want to learn, if you don't want to put in that time. So, yeah, like all these young men that are coming up, they're eager and hungry. They want to be out there all the time. I can call them, and it feels good to be like, hey, man, you out there? Because I'm out there, too. And they're like, yeah, I'm here, And, yeah, sometimes we all fish together, and that's really fun and nice. And then there's times that maybe I haven't fished in a week or two. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I can reach out and be like, hey, man, you don't got to give me, where the spot is, but what's going on? Or where's the action, at least, just so I can have a sense of direction because my mind is telling me to go here and there and everywhere, But there is times that are like that you just want to go. Wish you could be in like 5 places at once, And there's some nights that you probably go to 3 or 4 at once. But, all these guys, I think they learned something from me. I learned something from them.
Yeah.
And that's
Rick,
how it should be. You should be happy for the next guy when they're trying.
Rick Talaferro was fishing next to you at the challenge, and he said you gave him pointers, you helped him out. He's very happy with you. He's the black fella, if you remember him. You were fishing next to him.
Rick.
And Rick, tall guy. I don't know if you remember him.
I meet a lot.
I know.
People at Pyramid.
Yeah.
I really meet a lot of people, and I forget their names sometimes. But yeah, most experience I had with many fishermen, even on the beach, that approach me and say, "Hey, you the urban angler guy?" Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's always in a good way.
Absolutely.
And it feels good. And don't be shy, guys. If you want to come up to me and be like, "Hey, that I'm cool with that, man." Listen, I've been to like Philly or on vacation in Florida, and people, that's the urban angler guy. So yeah, it's nice to be well known, I guess, in the fishing world. It feels good. I haven't had no bad experiences, and I try not to, and I think I don't give myself a bad reputation or bad name out there. All I do is can help. I make my reports and try to help the fish community. That's about it,
You do a wonderful
just
job,
like
my
kind of
friend.
like you, Mr. Poseidon, and you're doing a great thing,
Thank you.
I met you a few years back, and if it wasn't for the challenges, I think I would have never known you, maybe.
Yeah.
definitely, and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I probably would have not known. And it's the same thing for Bill Wetzel, Surf Rats Ball.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Because of Raul was the reason that I started doing those competitions.
Yeah, he
and
was
tournaments.
there a few years ago.
I didn't think I'm good enough for that. I don't think I'm up there with those guys. So
You are.
Raul's like, come on, man, let's do it, and I did it.
Yeah.
And then I did it again. And then, 1 year, I think it was last year, he's like, I'm not doing anything, and I was like, damn, what I'm going to do?
My bad.
What I'm going to do? My main man is not going to do it, but I really don't want to do it. And I think I told him I'm not going to do it. And I still
We back this year.
I still wind up doing it last year. But I don't know. I still fish with the same young, eager young man,
Yeah, that's it.
And we were out there trying our best, trying to catch the biggest fish, So I think without you guys, we wouldn't meet all these people, and all these people wouldn't know us either.
Yeah. I want to also say about Raul Andreas, who's on the phone right now, guys. If you don't know, he called in. He said quite a few nice things about the bigger Raul here, Raul Ortiz, the urban angler. But I also want to tell you, Raul Andreas, thank you so much. A few years back, even last year, so I was going through issues. I had the diverticulitis. I was carrying a goddamn stoma bag for 8 months. I was very depressed. I didn't think I was going to come back fishing. The doctors weren't sure, so I was calling all kinds of people, and I knew Raul Andreas was in the medical field, and I called him, and I told him what's going on. And I want you to know, Raul, after that phone call conversation with you, you made me feel so good, man. You made me feel really good, and I'm so glad, Raul, Urban Angler says, you started this channel, and for myself also, I'm very happy to know people like you. You're a good person, and you helped me out. That was great for me. That was really great. You made me feel good. You gave me confidence, and you assured me that everything would be fine, and it was. It was just I was a little nervous, and you made me feel good, Mr. Raul Andreas. Thank you so much for all you do for the fishing community and all you did for me last year. Thank you so much, brother. So now going forward.
Happy to help.
Thank you, buddy. And now
I think the last thing I want to say is in the surf casting community, there's a very individualistic approach, and we're very competitive. We're all we all want to catch the biggest fish. We want to do a thing. But I think one of the things that I learned from Raul was this loyalty thing, and I broke into the surf casting world. I didn't know anything. Again, I was literally freshwater fishing, and I was going into bait shops in Long Island, and literally, I think I Fish LI, which I just bought some jigs from him. He literally told me, he's like, "Why are you freshwater fishing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Dude, you're in the surf casting capital of the world." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "There's big fish out there in the water." And he sold me his first rig over Cap Tree. I caught a dogfish, and that was the end of it. And then a couple of months later, I was just following people on Instagram, and I kept seeing Raul, and I was like, "Oh, this guy has the same name as me." I met Raul. He invited me out, and he said, he gave me that one chance. He said, literally, he's like, "Yo, I see you out every night. You're not catching shit. Come out with me tonight, and I'll show you a spot." And I went out, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that changed my life, man.
After that was it. It was lights out for a solid 2 years. This guy was on fire.
I know. I saw him on the.
Every night I was
year. His second year was insane.
Yeah.
So that was maybe 2 years ago, before he met Tiffany.
No, let's say before he fell in love. Okay.
Okay, before he met her.
Yeah, life takes a turn.
So he had the free time to do whatever he want, and he just focused on fishing.
Yeah.
He went in 100, and I wish I could have been there too, because now he fights. But he surpassed me. I was just like, okay, this guy's taking off on his own now. Now he has his own wings.
Now he sees you at the spot, and he's like, "Yo, you're late."
I think maybe there was one time, let's see who can catch the most fish, and then one time that just flipped right around,
Isn't that how it usually is? Go ahead, Raul.
Well, but I think I think a big thing with surf casting is the loyalty and the friendships. The fish are great, and it's amazing when you have a great night and you have and me and Raul have had some nights that were nonstop action, and we didn't even have time to take pictures because it was just like every cast was a huge fish, and you never forget those nights. You never forget those nights. For as long as we live, we've been some crazy parties, we've had some crazy nights, but those nights on the water you'll never forget. And the loyalty and the friendships, and like, you know, it might seem like I talk to a lot of people, it might seem like I know a lot of people, but like I talk to, maybe I can count them in my hands. And I think that, you know, surfcasting, I think what I was saying before, like the friendships and the bonds that you build with people, that's really where it's at. Because sometimes you come back, like I just came back from a vacation, I had no idea what's going on. I didn't know about the bite, and my boy Brandon put me on a bite, and like you can't put a price on that. And that's something that I learned from Raul, like the loyalty and respecting the fish and respecting the spots and respecting some of the secrecy that goes into it. You know, we don't want to share everything what's going on, and also putting in the time. And I think the greatest testament to Raul, and like, you know, he's always saying creeping while you're sleeping, is that Raul just fucking puts in the time. And like, you're not gonna get the fish if you don't put in the time. You have to you have to earn your stripes. You have to put time on the water. You're gonna get skunked. You're gonna have horrible nights. But when you get that fish,
too, on how you take your pictures, you know.
Yeah. The pictures. I mean, you know, I'm crazy about the pictures. Yeah, you know.
I wish I had longer arms. Let's just put it that way.
I really try to protect spots. You know, that's another reason why it's hard to trust people too. But you know, you're taking pictures of areas. You know, guys, listen. I know where you at by you standing on whatever rock, seeing that little piece of grass there or tarp that's sticking out of the ground. Like, that's how easy it is to figure out where you at. Like, you could blur the background, man. I could look maybe at something you're wearing, and you probably post a picture of something you're wearing right before that's with not the background covered. Like, you got to be really, really smart where you take your pictures, how you take your pictures. And unless you don't care. You know, if you don't care, then you don't care. You know, 100 people are going to be there, you know. Like, you know, there's an area that I liked for years. And, you know, it came out in the article on the Fisherman, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, I could do an article, but you know what? I'd rather let you guys do your homework. I won't do an article and give locations of areas and spots that, I mean, you know, there's people that older than me that have been fishing these areas probably for 50 years.
Yeah.
And you got some guy writing an article just giving you all the answers. Like, go here and throw this at this time of the tide because this time of the year is the time of the year when things happen. You're telling the whole world. Like, you're telling the whole state pretty much to go there. I don't really appreciate those kind of things. You know, I do my reports, but that's one thing you're never going to get from me is burning a spot or giving a spot up like that so easily, you know.
Absolutely.
Guys, your local waters have fish. All your back bays have fish. The whole North Shore
You got to work them.
has fish. There's resident holdovers everywhere. You see what's happening on the Hudson here? Yeah. Fish are way upstate right now, some big ones.
Yep.
You think those little guys are the little guys that scatter out from the main branch of fish and just come out to see what's going on the sidelines. The big fish ain't checking out to see anything on the sidelines. They're going to do what they got to do and get out.
Right.
That's about it.
All right. Finishing up with Raul Andres. Raul, last thing. Anybody you want to say hello to, goodbye to, thank yous?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, all the accolades to Raul. He taught me so much. I want to give another accolade to Alfred. Alfred, he was one. My Alfred from he's not from Long Island. I took my only guided tour with him. He put me on a fish. On an SP minnow, he told me how to throw, and I'll never forget him. I still fish with him. He's 62 years old, and I love him. Brandon, my boy from Freeport, and of course, Laura Walker, Nick, all my guys, you know, thank you so much. These guys are always taking care of me. I take care of them when I can. But yeah, I'm very happy to be in this community. I will say it again, fishing in a lot of ways saves my life. It's something that I love and I hold true to my heart. And I'm very happy to be part of it. And I hope that, you know, we have a great season.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we catch some big fish, get some trophies on there.
Let's go.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. Thank you, Raul. God bless you. And I'll see you on the surf soon enough, buddy. Thank you.
I'll see you there, brother.
Take care, pal.
Bye-bye.
Later.
All right. Good
Oh,
one.
that
Good
was
one.
nice.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was nice.
Oh,
Also, I want to
buddy.
say thank you to Juan Gonzalez. Thank you, Juan. You're such a good guy. Juan is the winner of the Montauk Striper Challenge 2024. He won this past year. Congratulations on that win, Juan. And he will be defending his title this year, October 16, 17, and 18. And he says, fishing is for weenies. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much, Juan. You're the man, brother. Appreciate you very, very much. Luke Fishing, thank you again. That's his second donation tonight or second super chat. You're a wonderful cat. I appreciate you guys. Any help that we can get, we're very appreciative of. We're having a great show tonight. We got the Urban Angler on. That's Raul Ortiz. We're slowly starting to wind down. Just to let you guys know what's in the lead now. So out of the 4 plugs that we put up, we're going to take 2 of those plugs, and we're going to, let me show you the plugs. So we got Big Dave's right here. Got the spoof there, or spook, as you guys would call it. Flight Lures, we got a nice glider. Also, we got Swag, a custom tackle. It's beautiful bottleneck right here. And also, we got Yellow Star, nice little popper here. Let's go, guys. It's all for you. 2 of these are going to be won by somebody. And the 2 that are in the lead right now are, honey?
It's Big D's Custom Wood.
That's 32%. And then we got Fight Lures Company and second place, 28%. Now 29. And we got Swag Tackle right behind them at 25 and Yellow Star at 15. So the show's going to start winding down nice and slow. I know Raul's got a nice ride home, too.
Yeah,
He's
not
got
bad.
to get home to the family. But, yeah, we're not rushing you. Absolutely not. Let's get back. Now, I want to ask you some other questions that people are probably curious. Mario Gandini asked a question earlier, honey. You want to get that?
Yeah, we had over here.
Yeah.
some
Where was it?
comments
Keep
and
going.
questions.
Sorry about that, Mario. Mario's been there. It is right there. Mario Gandini. Question. What was the big most of hell yeah experience while fishing, and what his worst experience that haunts him till this day? So your best experience fishing and your worst experience fishing.
That's tough.
Let's start out with the best one.
Damn,
Like your
there's
best.
There's a lot of nice ones.
Yeah, there's a lot. I know when you're fishing that long, there's a lot of nice ones, but can you stick out one in person?
One memorable one.
Yeah.
I guess last year's video that maybe some of you guys saw.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I was cursing. I mean, you could tell my hands were shaking.
Yeah.
I had such a rush.
What a rush.
I believe I didn't weigh the fish, but it was easily over 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise because, I mean, I had the timing the way I thought. I had everything the way I wanted. Everything was lined up the way I wanted. But I didn't think I was going to catch that size fish. That was one of the most memorable. I mean, it happened a few times last year with some big fish over 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, and throughout the years, it's happened a bunch of times.
Sure.
You know, 30-something pounds fish, you know.
Right.
Maybe once or twice of something over 40, but, you know, I don't really weigh the fish.
Yeah.
But I know what's over 30 easily.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already at that stage. You just look and you know what size it is.
It seems to me, to myself, it's always the latest, best experience that is my best one.
Yeah.
And then the next one comes, and the next one
every
comes.
year, I think if you're progressing in the fishing world, that you're going to have a better time and a better time as the years go by. I mean, you're only getting smarter as you get older.
That's right.
So you're only gonna outbeat yourself from the year prior. I mean,
Right.
if you're not doing better, I mean, you always want to do better than your last year.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it. You know, if you compete against yourself, then that's a way of, you know, getting and staying on fish and just focus. You know, I go by myself a lot, so. It's like I tell you, it's mind over matter. You're fighting your mind. Like,
Right.
I could pull up to the beach and maybe I'm right or wrong. You know, I want to leave after like 20 casts. There's no fish, but I stay. And that's when it happens.
Yeah.
So that's like a memorable moment, and it beats the next moment. It beats the moment from the year prior. So I say last year's catch was a really nice one, a nice experience. You know, it only happens a few times out of the year, so I really appreciate it. You know, it feels really good. And then my worst, there's one. I was fishing with my friend Gilbert. It was probably like 4 years ago, and we were fishing in a certain area. And we were on the rocks, but there was like a steep drop. And the drop on a high tide was maybe 8-10 feet. And I hit this fish, and I'm fighting it, and right along right on the rocks, we're about to land the fish, he came off.
Oh.
And I was going to jump. I was going to jump to grab it, and Gil grabbed me. He's a big guy. So he just grabbed me and like stopped me.
Yeah.
He said, "What are you doing?" You know, and he's like, "You remember that's really deep."
Yeah, yeah.
So that was like my worst memory, and
Yeah.
well, you can see it's from a few years ago, and I can still remember it like yesterday. I don't know how big that fish was, but it was a nice fish for the time of the year that it was.
Sure.
So I really didn't want to lose it, and that was like that hurt a lot. Yeah,
Aw.
that'll be a memory, that'll always be there.
Yeah, but those memories are good. I have the same thing. I made a video. It's called Heartbreaker on the Hudson. It was definitely a 30-pound fish. I was reeling it in, and I put it up on the rock. I didn't have my net with me. I reached down, I touched it, and it went off. I unfortunately jumped in. It was about 4 feet of water there. I jumped in, bro. All I felt was the tail smack me in the face, and it was gone. Yeah. And I went back, and I watched the video, and right in the end when I was reeling it in, I realized that the hook was hooked on the lip, and you could see the hook was about maybe 3 inches from the actual fish. It outstretched the lip, and I didn't have a good grip on it in the end. It was about a 10-minute fight. There was guys on the tugboat going by screaming at me, yeah. It was a bad memory, but one of my best memories. And
it's
I'll never
like a
forget this.
bittersweet moment.
Bittersweet moment, buddy.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's the answer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, no doubt. Joe Albanese, thank you so much for the donation. Joe Albanese, for you guys who don't know, he's the president of the Hudson River Association. He's my president, my only president. And I thank you so much, Joe, for all you do for the club. Guys, once again, I'm going to mention, you can join the Derby. It's pretty much everything above the Verrazano Bridge, all the rivers from Jersey to New York. It's a $40 admission fee. You don't have to pay to become a member of the club, which you normally do. You have to be a member of the club, but they're bypassing it this year only if you know Mr. Poseidon, only if you mention my name. If you want to know more details on it, I would do it. If you're fishing the rivers right now, why don't you join? Join. $40. Tell them you mentioned me. Beach River, if you're out there, I know you were there early. I wanted to say hello. I'm sorry if I missed you, but if you're out there, join, brother. You fish the East River. Lay that baby down in a ruler. You're going to get a number. Take a picture of it. You can be the man. So I know you go fishing in the East River and you catch big fish. You should be a part of this. HRAF is raffling a poster signed by every speaker at the Saltwater Expo panel. Jim Hutchinson, Shelley E. Carris, Bill Wetzel, not yet, it says in parentheses, John Skinner, Ryan White, Jimmy Fee, Crazy Alberto Nee. So they're going to be auctioning or raffling a poster signed by every speaker at the Saltwater Expo panel. Sounds really good. And thank you, Joe, for that donation. And thank you for supporting me. And I will always support the Hudson River Association. I'm a part of them. And if you guys want, you can be a part of it too. And we can meet once a month and have good times. Have some hot dogs, some hamburgers over there. Great meetings, great people coming to speak there, such as Jim Hutchinson, such as myself. You'll get to hear me once in a blue moon over there. Just a lot of great people coming over there. A few weeks ago, we had, forgot the gentleman's name from Jersey, which is, what's the tackle shop there in Jersey? The famous one, Island Beach State Park?
Grumpy?
Yeah, Grumpy's. We had, who was the gentleman, honey? We had him on my show, too.
Yeah.
Oh, so bad. If anybody, Scott something it is. But anyway, thanks for that. Joe.
Scotty.
Yeah, Scott Thomas. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you. Scott gave a great speech up there. He was talking about the kayaking, and I learned so much. I had given up. I don't want to kayak, but after listening to him, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I should get a kayak. If the shark population goes down a little bit, I might just do that. I watch all these crazy videos on Instagram and YouTube of a shark a few weeks ago chasing a guy, a great white. When I saw that, I was like, well, thinking about getting a kayak, I'm not going to do it again. But anyway, that's it for now. We're going to ask...
Aquatic Apes wants to know, is Raul going to fish on the way home?
There you go. You're going to fish on the way home, buddy.
I believe the tide is not in my favor
there
right
you
now.
go. See, he knows how to answer.
Me being here, I missed the tide. Yeah.
Oh.
You don't miss many tides, brother. We know that.
I already looked at that, but no.
So finally finishing up with the show. A lot of these guys got to go. We're gonna do that giveaway in a second, guys. If you pretty much left if you tag 3 people on the Instagram reel that I left with Raul advertising that he's going to be on the show, you're in for the drawing right now. The top 2 lures are what, honey?
Top 2 lures are still...
Wow, tied at first are Big D's wood plugs and Fight Lures. Second place, WAG Custom Tackle. So it looks like Fight Lures Company and Big D's wood plugs. We'll put those on the side. I'll show you them. They're going to get given away right now in just a minute, right after we ask Mr. Urban Angler his final question. So finishing off, anything you want to say to your wife, your kids, anybody fishing out there, what do you want to say?
Oh, baby, I love you. I can't wait to get home. I love you.
Oh, man,
I
that's so
love you.
cool.
But, yeah, I do love her, though.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
She's a good girl, you know.
Yeah.
Good wife, you know.
Yeah.
My kids too. My kids are good. One's graduating. One's doing really good in hockey.
Very nice.
And the other one is playing hockey. Everybody's doing okay. And we can't wait for summertime, for vacation time, to enjoy each other. You know,
that's
just
a good
be
time.
with each other all the time. Have a nice vacation.
I like to call you the king a lot, you know, and I feel you are the king at your house, brother. You do a great job as a dad, and I don't mean king by ruling anybody. Yeah. You are just a man in the house, brother. You do a good job. You have a good family, good kids. I see the way you are, and I love that most. Remember, guys, you're good. You have a good family life. You're doing good in life. You're happy. And I know my man Raul here, he's got a good family life. He works very hard at it. I know he does. He works his job. He fishes, and he finds plenty of time for the family, as you should. So
yeah. Well, you know, I put fishing in between work. Instead of like some guys, they wait for the weekend. I feel like the weekend is family time and stuff like that. I do get to go out on the weekend unless my wife says so.
Yeah.
But like I go during the week in between shifts.
Very nice.
Sometimes I may get sleep. Sometimes I may not. But that's where I put the fishing in, and then I leave the weekends for family. You know, it could be just doing nothing at home or going out to see other family or doing something with my own family. But if I do get to go fishing on the weekend, or if you guys happen to see me out there on the weekend, you already know, oh, he must have got a bonus outing from his wife.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And I get a lot. My father-in-law says it. He said, you're the only man I know that's married that gets to go out as much as...
Me too.
You know,
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I appreciate it.
Also, you're getting a thank you from Beast River Mermaid CC. She says, quick thank you to Big Ra for always donating many fishing rods to the Beast River Fishing Father's Day event, which will be coming up next month. He has a great heart. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I try.
Also to my buddy Bayside Dave. How you doing, Dave? I didn't see you on earlier. You're on right now. Good family man and knows his priorities. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Carlos P., my daughter turns 1 this year. I'm going to take it easy for the next upcoming years. Meaning if you're single, honey, I can't see. Meaning if you're single with no kids, get your butts out there. That's right, Carlos.
Yeah, all them single guys not in a relationship and you want to fish.
That's right.
You have all the time in the world to learn and figure things out, man.
That's right.
You should be out there right
should.
now. Right now is the time. You know, it's a good time. You know what? But besides my family, shout out to the guys. Brandon, Law Walker, Gian. Nick, Surfcasting the Island, Joe, Nothing Ever Changing, Frankie Fish, Raul, Andres.
Thank you.
Who else we got? Gilbert, Pier Fish in New York, John Monaco.
There you go.
Scott. I think that's about it in the fishing scene.
Awesome.
If I did miss you, I'm sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I am sorry, but I do. These are my guys right there. That's my crew. Like, those are my guys.
Yeah.
We talk to each other and not afraid to share things with each other. Yeah. Raul helped me kind of, be a little easy and, take people and be a little more trustworthy and not think that they're thinking shady things. But because there is people like that. There's just so many people like that
there is,
you have to keep your guards on. With these guys, I don't have to keep my guard up, And if they do give me any tips or anything like that, not that I'm going to go to where they're saying, but, I appreciate it. It's nice to have friends like that. And not everybody's going to be like, hey, man, you might want to come over here,
Yeah.
But these are people that I think they learn something from me, and maybe I kind of learned something from them.
That's right.
And just like I say, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Who else? I think I missed Billy the Kid, too. He's a nice young man coming up in the fishing world.
Yeah, he was on my show.
We fished side by side one day. It was fun, man. We were lock and load, back to back, nonstop. And it was a pleasure to fish by his side. And I don't know if he feels the same way, but it was a pleasure to fish by his side. And then after that, we wind up fishing together a bunch of times. And then next thing you know, we know the same people.
Yep.
So it's just coincidence, I mean, a majority of us don't know it, but we all have the same friends. Yep. It's a big world, but it's very small.
That's right.
That, it's probably maybe say 2,000-3,000 people here in New York that are diehard fishermen. We probably all know each other somewhere down the line through somebody else. That's how small the world is.
Well, there you have it.
But thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, I thank you for coming, brother. We're very proud. This isn't going to be the last time, brother. You'll be on again.
This is pretty fun. I'm nervous and everything. But
no. You don't have to be nervous.
It feels good. I was kind of I don't know if I should do this or not, but I wouldn't mind doing it again. And
of course.
I don't mind taking a serious question either, too. If I feel like I shouldn't answer, I wouldn't. But, I don't mind, these answers and questions. I like it, This is nice. It's fun,
Very good, very good. I love it.
And one more thing I want to say in the fishing world, guys, when you see somebody else catch a fish, congratulate the guy, man. The fish gods are going to bless you when you congratulate the next person.
That's right.
Be happy.
Always
from
be
like
happy.
the bottom of your heart for that person that he caught a fish. Because you already know what you went through catching your fish.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you know somebody that's not really out there fishing and they catch a fish, and they might brag a little bit. That's okay. But don't congratulate them. The gods are going to bless you with some fish on top of that. Now,
absolutely.
If you do the opposite, guys, you're not going to get it back. If you're hating, if you're talking crap, people are not going to love you.
That's
you have to be nice. Just be nice. There's no reason to brag. I don't brag about nothing in the fishing world. I do my reports, and the reports is to motivate you guys, to help you, give you an idea, maybe just give you a little picture of that piece of the puzzle so that you can get out there. Sometimes I say SP Minnow, sometimes I say Joe Bags or plastic.
Absolutely.
Vice versa. But my point is to help everybody. That's the best way I think you're going to move up in the fishing world. That's is just being good. Be good as a person.
That's right.
Be good fishing, and that's about it. I'm not gonna say anymore. But yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. That is beautiful, buddy.
James Flynn.
Also, I want to say hello to Dom AZ, always rooting for the homies, always sharing what lures get me hooked up in the lineup. You said it, Dom AZ. You are the man. Thank you so much for coming by. James Flynn, thank you so much, Professor. Beast River Rose, Brooklyn Fishers. You guys are all here. John 713, respect, no doubt about it. Everybody who's out tonight, thank you. Carlos, oh man, Juan Gonzalez.
All I catch
Oh, we got,
is big schoolies.
All he
he
catches
says.
is big schoolies. Yeah, well, that big schoolie won you that big one this year, buddy. Well deserved. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, guys. We love you all. Let's do that giveaway right now, honey. You want to spin it off?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Spin it off, honey.
honey. And the winner is. Let me just get this up here. We have
Oh, wow.
aquatic apes.
Aquatic apes.
Oh man, I was just
Who's
talking
that?
about this guy.
Aquatic
He
apes.
keeps winning the
I think I know.
giveaways.
Yeah.
He does?
He's hot right now. He's
Yeah.
hot in the internet
I
world
haven't
for some
seen
reason.
Wow.
Just like I was about a year or two ago, I kept winning all these giveaways. He's the man right now.
Oh, cool. So there he is. He goes, I'm here.
Aquatic apes
I'm hot.
NYC.
All right. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats.
The three people he did was Real Urban Angler, Urban Fishing, Con 313, and Raul Andres.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very cool, man. Very cool. So you won those two today. You won the Big D's custom wood plugs and also Fight Lures. He's coming back, this guy. This guy makes an excellent product. You got a nice glider here, buddy.
Nice.
Guaranteed. Love this stuff. Joe McCoy, I see you, man. What's up, buddy? James, congrats. Frank Gonzalez. Just some people I'm saying hello to. Other than that, honey, anything else you want to say to the fans out there?
Funny. Aquatic Ape says, I love my two Rauls. It's so cute.
Yeah, one more coming from Urban Angler.
Yeah, and I didn't forget about my city guys. Beast River, what's up, man? Aquatic Apes. You got the Pescando Nueva York guy. You got the Professor Steven. That's my boy, Mikey.
There you go.
Yeah. So many people.
Oh my God, Frankie Fish, BX Shark Man,
Big Sis Wolf.
Oscar. That's your boy, Oscar. He was
Yep.
controlling the tournament or something.
That's right. He was the judge.
Oscar.
BX
Who else we
Surfcaster.
got here? We got Wormway.
Yep.
Beast. What is it? Beast Rose, I think
Yep.
it is.
Yep. Beast Rose. There you go. He's there.
The Real Bass Kings.
That's it.
Oof,
Danny
man.
D.
Who else
Danny
we got?
Danny D. Morales.
So many
Carl
people. So
Newman.
many people. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. But just peace and love, man. Peace
Guys,
and love.
thank you for coming to the show tonight. We'll get this guy on soon enough. Eddie, Edwin Bucktails Rivera. What's up, Eddie?
Mr. Rivera, too. That's my
right.
boy. We
Woo!
fish side by side. He's a good guy, man.
That's any. We'll see you next week at the pier, Eddie. They're going to be hot next week. Get your butts out there, guys. The fish are hot in the rivers right now, especially down in the Hudson. And also, I didn't say hello to my buddy, Delco Joe. I've been using your mat. That's the big ruler that he's got. If you guys check out my Instagram,
Nice.
the fish that I lay on is Joe's specialty. That's his fat mat. Check that out. I love that thing. You just lay the fish down, takes a nice measurement, beautiful pictures on it. Thank you, Joe. You're the man. Let's go. Let's go.
Good night,
Tight
everybody.
lines. Good luck, everybody.
All right.